Hey buddy, it's Crazy Guitar 4 and welcome back to some more Super Smash Bros. 4, the 3DS. In the last one, we went through All-Star Mode with Pit. The dark version this time around actually, because I like this color a lot. And that was really fun, going through as Pit. This time around though, we're going to be heading through All-Star Mode once again as Palutena, Goddess Palutena herself. Now, when it comes to her outfit, she's got some good ones too. I actually really like the ones she has. She's got like two dark ones, which I forget what the main differences between these two are. I know this one has like more purple to it than this one. This one has like kind of like gray stuff around. I kind of want to go dark again, I'm not gonna lie, but at the same time though, I do like her other stuff. Like this blue one, this blue dress looks really, really nice. Or this red one. I think I'm gonna go for the blue one today. I don't really have like a dedicated Palutena outfit that I really enjoy the most. But I do have a few favorites, and I think blue might be at least one of my favorites of Palutena's. Plus, it will give us a good chance to, you know, step back a little bit from like the darker palette swaps, because we've got too many of them that I have been using them a lot as of late. I mean, like luckily with like, you know, what was it called? Zero to Samus. That was a beautiful spike. Oh my gosh. With Zero to Samus, we actually used the what's it called? Her blue outfit, her blue casual outfit, sorry. And yeah, that was a lot of fun. And then Pit, we went back to dark. With Marth, we'll see what happens. I think I kind of know what I'm gonna use for Marth's episodes, and I already know what I'm gonna use for Ike's. There's still gonna be a lot of instances where I do use the dark color, and I'm gonna prefer that more than like the other colors. But yeah, just saying, I do like dark colors. Dark palette swaps a lot. So yeah, fair warning for future episodes of All-Star Mode. We're gonna be seeing a lot of them. Actually, look, let me check this outfit out. This is a really nice color. It's a nice shade of blue. I dig it. Anyways, let's go over some Palutena trivia. She's got quite a bit to read, so let's get right into it. We're gonna be starting off very heavily. So first bit of trivia: Palutena's artwork highly resembles her Kid Icarus Uprising artwork. Okay, something very simple. And now for our first big piece, because it's gonna be one minor piece, and then it's gonna have like multiple sub points to it. So Palutena's special moves have a few distinct traits associated with them. Her special moves, custom special moves, and Final Smash are based on some of the powers she can grant to Pit and fighters in Kid Icarus Uprising. She occasionally calls out the names of all but one of her special moves upon using them. The only exception is Reflect Barrier, with which she simply says Reflect instead of its full name. Incidentally, she also does this when using her forward and down smash attacks. In their cases, Palutena will occasionally say Goddess Wings, or in Japanese, Good Wing, or God Wing, sorry. She is the only character in the game whose default moveset has both a reflector and a counterattack, as well as the first to do so in the Super Smash Bros. Series. I accidentally went like a dumbass. She and the Mii Fighters are the only characters whose custom special moves are immediately available instead of being unlockable. Let me see if I can maybe read while fighting. They are also the only characters whose custom moves are completely different from one another. Rather than being the same moves with different properties, Kirby has unused sound files that consist of him vocalizing all three of her neutral special moves. This suggests that either it was not until late in the development that it was decided which would be Palutena's default neutral special move, or that Kirby was originally able to copy any one of her neutral special moves. So yeah, very hefty piece of trivia there, and I feel really dumb for like going into the match without fully finishing reading it, but it's fine. We managed to make it work, which is good. But yeah, Palutena's got quite a lot. I mean, she is quite an interesting character. There's definitely a lot that you can really talk about Palutena. That's why I like a lot of these episodes for like the newcomers, because because they are new and they didn't really have trivia from previous games. You know, they're obviously gonna be talked about a lot in their own respective episodes because they're new, so there's a lot to talk about them. a lot to kind of like base their movesets off of, which is pretty cool. Now we got 2 extra ones. We'll go for these real quick. Palutena is one of the few characters who can occasionally say something upon being KO'd, instead of typically grunting or yelling in pain. In her case, she says, "Oh no," like Knuckles, basically. Palutena is the first character to be part of a Final Smash in a previous installment of Super Smash Bros., and a playable character in a subsequent installment. The second would be Chrom. Yeah, I mean, Palutena, like I mentioned before, was part of Pit's Final Smash back in Brawl, but now that she is her own character, she then, you know, Pit ends up getting a whole new Final Smash to kind of just like, yeah, well, not only because Uprising came out, and you know, there's more stuff they can base off for Pit, they can use for Pit, for like his moves and specifically his Final Smash. And also, yeah, Palutena just is in the game, so it doesn't really make sense to spawn her mid-match. Well, I would say that, but it's like in Ultimate, even though Chrom is a character himself in Ultimate, they still kept him as a part of Robin's Final Smash. So it's very interesting why did it continue to do that. But I guess it doesn't make. I guess it's fine in his case. I don't know. Maybe maybe there just wasn't much to like really base off or use for Robin, so they kind of just had to do what they could and just keep that Final Smash. Also, man, it is tough for me to land like smash attacks with Palutena. Holy crap. It's like some of them are just really, really tough, and like their hitboxes are just strange. Okay, there we go. The up smash is definitely going to be like one of the best ones to go for, absolutely. Okay, now we just got Falcon and Yoshi and we can get out of here. Did not mean to jab, but sure. Can I forward smash? Thank you. That's 1, and then that's 2. Beautiful. All right, stage is all done. All right, Palutena, let's see what else you got going for you in your trivia. Where did I just go? Excuse me? Okay, I don't know why. Just like my phone decided to do something really crazy. Oh, that's Plasma Kirby. That's pretty cool. Kirby. What do we got next? Unlike most characters, Palutena twirls upon hard landing instead of simply landing on her feet. Oh, she does. That's actually pretty cool. I never even noticed that. Damn, okay. Palutena is the first character since Link in Super Smash Bros. To wield a shield at all times that does not protect her while idle. This trait is also applicable to Mii Gunner and Mii Sword Fighter, but only while they are wearing their Proto Man, Hunter, Rathalos, and Gil costumes. Unlike the Mii's wearing those costumes, however, Palutena's shield is not entirely aesthetic, thanks to it granting her partial invincibility during her dash attack and back aerial. Okay, so she actually like does have some usage to her shields, which is pretty nice. So that's pretty cool. You know, it's not like just there for aesthetic purposes. But yeah, I know Link has always been a character where you can actually use his shield to block stuff while he is idle. But I guess in the first Smash game, he wasn't able to do that. It was just kind of there for aesthetic purposes. I was really hoping DDD would die from the ship. That would have been so funny. Oh yeah, but as we're here, since we're just kind of like doing stuff and just beating All-Star mode, can you not fight me? That'd be great. Actually, something pretty cool happened today, the day I'm recording this, and that is the fact that I actually rented out a dance studio in Manhattan. I know, kind of just like really off topic, but it's just something I really wanted to talk about since we're just kind of here beating people up. But it was really fun. I'll get more into it in just a moment in the next match, but yeah, it was like the first time I ever did something like that, and it was a huge load of fun. It definitely was. But before we continue talking more about that, let me just let me continue reading. Let's see what else we got. Alright, so Palutena's defeated / no contest animation depicts her wearing a brown sleeve on her left arm, a feature that is normally not present in her in-game model, instead of her left vambrace, or whatever you pronounce that. And Smash for 3DS marks the first ever game that Palutena is playable. That's true, because even in the Kid Icarus games, Palutena is never playable. She's always just kind of there as like an NPC. So yeah, it's pretty cool how we can actually like play as Palutena for once in video game history, which is pretty freaking nice. I think even still to this day, there's not like another game aside from Smash 4 and Smash Ultimate where we can play Palutena. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Smash Brothers giving us cool things. But yeah, as I was saying, it was just really cool to rent out a dance studio for the first time. I had this one dance studio that I went to today, and then there's gonna be another that I'm gonna go to on both Wednesday and Thursday. I kind of wanted to just like check different places out, see what works well, see what I like, and then obviously like pricing wise, whatever will be like the best. Not only in terms of like, you know, just comfortability and feeling when it comes to the studio itself, but also just like in terms of the pricing, you know. I don't want to continuously go for a studio that's like stupid expensive, that's like a bit more of a luxurious price, to say the least. I would rather go for something that, like, if I were to make this more often, then like go for something that's a lot more affordable, to say the least. So yeah, but it was still a lot of fun. I recorded like some dance practice today, and it was cool. Post a little bit on the Instagram if y'all want to go check it out. Although it's currently as a story, I might do some actual posts, but like we'll see. I want to like really make sure I get things like proper and like done, you know. And I want to make sure I look good. You know what I'm saying? Even though I get like the choreographies down well, I need to like make sure I actually look like I'm doing them well. Alright, final two pieces of trivia. Actually, you know what? We'll do one here and then one in the next one. So oddly, Palutena's internal files of voice clips for her smash attack uses the same 3-number codes, for example 003 in case of Goddess Wings voice clip, used for special moves, final smashes, and on-screen appearances of veteran characters, as well as Rosalina and Luma's launch star, instead of using the attack descriptor that smash attacks usually share with neutral attack, tilt attacks, dash attack, aerial attacks, and floor attacks. So yeah, I'm not okay. So it's just like very strange in the case of like what they do for like the internal codes that they're using for a lot of the characters' moves, and why, and it's just like it's a bit different for Palutena for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah, so on Wednesday, I'm going to check out, Wednesday and Thursday. I might only do one of the 2 days, depending on, like, if I end up, like, having some plans on either day. Depends on what happens, we'll see. But, yeah, I do plan on checking this other studio, seeing if that one's really nice, and then, I don't know, just kind of just testing stuff out, seeing what I like the best, what I would personally prefer using more often. And yeah, I don't know, maybe I'll be more frequent at these studios. It'd be really cool. Finally having like a big, you know, open space for me to actually, like, you know, practice just some dancing, because it's just like one of my favorite hobbies and one of my passions. So like being able to like actually have like a big open space for this, it's just like I think it's worth it, even if I have to pay. You know, using my room all the time is not the best. It's not the best, I guess, plan. Yeah, I will say that. All right, one last piece of trivia, which this one also has a like a little extra note to it. Palutena's idle animation while holding a small item has a visual bug where her shield appears to be detached from her arm. The visual bug was also present in Smash Ultimate until it was patched out in version 7.0. So that's pretty interesting. Didn't know that was actually a thing. Also, patched in 7.0. Oh, 7.0.0, like, that's crazy if it took that long to patch out that glitch in Smash Ultimate. That's kind of funny. But yeah, so that's Palutena's trivia. Pretty cool, interesting character. Definitely one that's interesting to play as. I'm not the biggest Palutena player or fan. I mean, it's cool that she's in the game, absolutely. It's cool that she's in the series. But like, just as a character, I'm not really like... I'm not a big fan of playing as her. That's what I'm trying to say. Not the biggest fan of playing as Palutena. Oh, sorry, yeah, Palutena. I don't know. It's just like it's kind of hard for me to comfortably use a character like this, especially with some of the characters that I am already used to. It's like it is kind of like a huge different ballpark. Especially Smash 4 Palutena, who's just like very not very different, but pretty different from Smash Ultimate's version. Primarily in like her special moves. So I was gonna spike him, but he was too high. I didn't even want to like go for it. Oh, I was hoping. Teleport back on. Oh, come on. I think it's just called a warp. That's what it's called, not teleport. Teleport would be the Pokemon move. So, Thunder, get out of here, Robin. We're actually gonna play as you in this This week? No, we're not gonna play as Robin this week. This is gonna be the beginning of next week, I'm pretty sure. Because this is coming out, this is what? Palutena's episode, which is coming out in the middle of the week on a Wednesday. And then we have Marth and an Ike, and now end off the week. So, yeah. Damn, Greninja, that was kind of on you for getting in front of me. Forward smash. I really wish she had that freaking big explosion as her side B, which was really nice and ultimate. It's actually one for custom moves in this game, but hey, we got some new stuff though. We got Breezy Sheet for Dr. Mario and Mighty Falcon Punch for Falcon, which is actually really exciting because I actually like that one a lot. But yeah, so Palutena, there we go. Her All-Star Mode run through is all done. Okay, there we have. That's a really good photo for Palutena. Not photo, but trophy for Palutena. Absolutely. Kind of like that she's using her shield, her reflector shield. Sorry, I should probably mention. Probably should specify. So it's pretty nice, and the color they use is also really good. Can't speak properly. That's actually the one I'm pretty sure I was planning on using today's episode. That was the last one, the last dark one, where it's like a dark black dress but like with purple to it. But I guess like if that is the actual dress that I was gonna go for, maybe I should have gone for it, because it's like it's a huge difference. It's not just a black dress, it has like a lot of additions to it, which is really freaking cool. Definitely want to go for that one, probably in like when I play some more Palutena in Smash in this Let's Play, and then I'll go probably with that one. So yeah, we'll probably do that. And there we go, credits are all done. Pretty cool photo in the background showing off, what was it, Reset Bomb Forest with Palutena and Pitch just kind of talking, and Viridi in the back, which is pretty cool. I'm pretty sure Viridi, like, is a good character, I think? Is a good person? I don't know, I totally forgot. I think, this is gonna be Kid Icarus Uprising spoilers, and I apologize for that, but I just kind of wanted to get it across because, like, again, the game's been out for a while, but, yeah, I don't know, I just wanted to say this just to make sure I'm like right about it, but I'm pretty sure she starts off as a villain, and then she's like, okay, you guys are cool, so then she like kind of joins forces. I think so, that's what I remember, or maybe she just likes Pits, and that's why she's just kind of like fine with it, fine with joining forces. She's like, okay, you're cool, Pits, I'll join forces with y'all. She doesn't really care much for Palutena. I don't know, it has been a while since I played Uprising, which I need to do again at some point, but at a later point, definitely, but I really would like to play it again. Such a fantastic game. I know I keep gushing about that game, but it's really good. It is really good. So, yeah, there we go. That's that. Alright, let's check out that trophy at Palutena's. Sadly not really a good score we got with her, which is a shame, but what can you do, I guess. Alright, so Palutena Alt. Palutena's Reflect Barrier Side Special deflects any attacks and projectiles that come at her from the front. Unlike other reflective moves, you can leave this barrier in place and it will keep reflecting. If you really want to ruin someone's day, you can push them over an edge using this move. That's true. That's very true. I don't know if I've really seen people use it for that. They could potentially. But I don't know. I don't really see people use the reflectors that actually push people off the edge. So, but if you make it work, then like, hey, it might be a really good option for battles. But yeah, so that's about it for today's episode of Super Smash Bros. For 3DS. Thank you all so much for watching. In the next one, we're gonna be heading through not classic. Whoa, we're gonna be heading through All-Star mode. Yes, that's the right mode. As Marth, the Hero King himself. So, very excited about this episode. I'm very hyped to play as Marth again for sure. But yeah, so subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. Social media, including the Twitch, the second channel, the music channel, and the VOD channel are of course down in the description. And I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. Pop-Tart out.